guys, hope you guys are doing well on this rainy morning for me, on this morning that I'm recording here. Just so you guys know, I am one day ahead of you all. To keep on track, I gotta be one day ahead. So guys, hope you're all doing well. Like I said, top of the morning to you, and it's gonna be an awesome day. For me, it's a little bit rainy. It's a little bit rainy. You guys can see the rain in the background there, and the car at the back's got his windscreen wipers on. So yeah, I am gonna be trekking in the rain today, but good majority of the day will probably be in the office. I don't have much to do, as in like pickups for product pickups or anything like that, so we are going to be mostly in the office. I'm hoping that my screens are done for an order, screen printing order, and probably go and fetch those screens on the way into the office. So I'm excited to finish off that screen printing order. I always love doing screen printing. But today I actually wanted to take you guys down to the restaurant that I was working for in those few years. But it's raining, and yeah, I was wanting to get out the car and take a little bit of a tour, but seeing that it's raining, I'm gonna probably postpone that to another day. So you got me here in the car, and there is heavy traffic here getting out of the little area, suburb place that I stay. There's crazy traffic, and it's all because of load shedding. So you guys who are watching outside of South Africa will not know about the dilemma that we have here in South Africa, and that's called load shedding. Sadly, our government did not keep up with the maintenance of our energy system here, and we're in a very bad place at the moment, and we have to go into nationwide blackouts every few hours here in South Africa. Well, not few, I would say every 6 hours. If I'm not mistaken, every 6 hours there's blackouts. And yeah, it's such a disruption to the economy, and definitely something that you can get down about, definitely. But yeah, just working around it, and yeah, making the best of those times. So yesterday, on my 2-hour load shedding times, because we have there where my office is, I'm on the Cape Town, the city of Cape Town grid. Okay, because there's a different grid systems on these load shedding times. So I'm on the city of Cape Town grid, and we have a 2-hour blackout, a load shedding time, normally in the morning and then in the sort of later afternoon, depending on what stage we're in. So yesterday I was out jotting down notes, using the time productively, and just thinking of what we're going to be doing for the next few episodes and preparing myself for that. And yeah, just looking at a few things on the company side that I'm going to need to be doing for the coming days, the coming weeks. So using that time productively, you know, and yeah, making the best of it, you know. I think that's super important for us as business owners, and you know, guys that run businesses, entrepreneurs, to make the best of, you know, tricky situations that we're in. Yeah, I mean, I know the guys that are doing super well with selling generators and converters and inverters and all that sort of stuff. The solar guys are just doing amazing at this time of you know, with all these problems here in South Africa. So the entrepreneurs are definitely capitalizing on this load shedding and these problems that we're having. So it's not all doom and gloom, and seeing that it is raining today, it's also not doom and gloom. I love the rain, I love the weather. I'm a rainy guy, I would say. I like the rain, I like being inside, I like watching movies. So yeah, the rain doesn't really get me down. Yeah, But what I want to do today is I was definitely going to carry on with my story. So where we cut off was me moving back with the folks, and it was around 2013, and then I went and got that job. I think it was back end of 2013 into 2014. I was trying to think about the exact date last night, and I can't think the exact date. It could have been late 2013 or early 2014 when I got the job there. I was even trying to scroll through my Instagram feed and to see, where this all started. But in my Blueprint Promotions Instagram feed, the CPT promo guy feed, I started in September 2014 with my posts, and I know for a fact I had already started there. I was looking back at my Instagram, and I was seeing when I started the Instagram feed, and I couldn't find out exactly when I had started the restaurant. So forgive me, it's 10 years ago, guys. My exact dates are not perfect, but I know it's around that time. And I wanted to shoot up a picture for you because I saw a Instagram picture that I posted back at that time, and it gave a split. So here it is. So it's the split of me in 2013 with my old logo. That was done by a couple of friends of mine there where I used to live and hang out, and good guys I grew up with. They are graphic designers, and they also do 3D animation and all that sort of stuff. So they helped me with my logo. So on the left hand side is me with my flat peak, and I had my old logo printed on it, and you can see I've got a hoodie, and how I look, my attire is kind of like chill, and we say rustig, yeah, in Afrikaans rustig. But on my right hand side you can see I have got my new logo, and on the right hand side I definitely know I had already started at that restaurant. You can see my look is totally different. It's a lot more corporate-y, if I can say that, a lot more neater, and also with my logo I'm looking a lot more neater and more focused. And I know that with the money that I was making then, I started to make some money, so I was able to buy myself jackets, got some good nice jeans on, and I also got that logo done by professional designers. And you can see the logo, same logo I have now, exactly the same logo. I don't need to change unless I'm going to do a full revamp. That might be in like another 10 years time. I might redo and rebrand myself. You never know. But for now, this is my guy. That is my logo, and that is the same logo there in 2014. So you can see there me standing there very chuffed with myself. Things were starting to come right and do much better financially, and I started to get a bit of a rhythm in life, and I was getting back on my feet, and I was feeling confident, and I was making the right decisions. I know I had a couple of hard decisions to make at that time. I don't want to get into that personal stuff, but there was a couple of hard decisions that I had to make, but I made the right decisions there, definitely. And I had to step away from a few things that were holding me back, and just people. If I can say it that way, let's say it that way. There were some people that I had to let go of, and things that I had to move on, and it was a bit difficult. But I definitely made the right decision there. They really just didn't see the goodness, and it was just for some people it'll be a no-brainer, but for me it was a bit difficult. It took me a bit of time, but I made the move, and I was starting to making better decisions at that time. Like I said, getting back on my feet, getting more confident. I started to do far more better with my finances, and maybe that's what I can segue into and end off the episode with, is I learned a lot in that time. Now I was there from 2014-ish if if I can remember around about there, to 2016, February 2016, I left. I left, okay, and I said to the guys, I'm going now, and that's that. And then I left for the rest of the year of 2016, and I went back one more season there from 2016 going into 2017, and that was the last season that I did there at that restaurant. And then from there onwards, I never went back. So that was my time. But coming back to 2014 side, I started to learn a really lot with the finances. That's the first thing that I really started to learn a great deal with, is my finances. Because I was working every single day, and I was making quite a bit of money each shift. So I was coming home with a lot of cash. So I had to start learning how to use to keep the cash, stash the cash, and then just record my takings as well. It was super important. So I actually started to use a spreadsheet, and I would document everything. So every single time I would come home from my shift, I would document my take, as in my turnover for the shift, okay, and then I would document the amount of tips that I got, okay, from the shift, and I put everything on a spreadsheet, and I worked it very professionally. So it was on the computer, I had it logged and everything. So what I was able to do is to start tracking how much I'm making. And also what I did was I also made a note of which section of the restaurant I was working, because there was obviously different sections of the restaurant. There was the outside sections, inside sections, okay. So I made notes of that. So I started tracking on which was the better sections to work. Also my times I tracked. So I really made a good effort of documenting exactly where I was working, how much I was making, and I was able to start analyzing my finances and where I was capitalizing, and started to realize where I could capitalize and what I needed to do to capitalize more and make more money, basically. I mean, that was the goal, was to make as much money as I can and to get out of my house and get out of staying with my parents as quick as possible. So I really, at that time, wanted to do everything that I could to make this happen quicker. And I'm sure you guys know, finances do that. Money does that, you know. The quicker that I can know that I can afford a flat on my own, the quicker that I can get out of the house. So I wanted to document everything and to really focus on analyzing my finances, and that's what I did. And I started to do very well by looking at the finances, and there was a stage where I was top sales, and the manager there, I'll give you a quick shot of the manager at the time, and there he is, and cool guy, such a friendly giant, that guy, awesome dude. Seemed to be the sort of norm there for the managers. They were all really big, but really good people and really friendly, and he used to just be blown away. I was the top sales every single month for a very long time, and he just didn't understand it. I mean, I didn't go into the details with him and tell him why, but that was the first thing that I really learned working at that restaurant, was financial management. And it was a really benefit to me, and just documenting my sales, documenting my turnover, documenting my tips, and like I said, putting everything on paper and analyzing everything, able to create a plan for myself and sort of know what to expect. So I know that last week I worked in that section of the restaurant. So this week should be something similar. And I would also do the same thing where I'd look back at the last week and see what I could do better in. And then for the next week, working in that section of the restaurant, use those things that I needed to do better and to do them, if I can say it that way. And just full blown, just like analyzing things and making this thing work. So that was my first learning curve, and the first advantage, I would say, of working at that restaurant and at that time was financial management. I never really documented my finances in that way and used a spreadsheet, and so I was really doing new things that would help my life in the future. And that's really what I want to finish off with, you guys. That I'm gonna keep harping on about this thing, is to see the good in where you are at the time that where you are at the moment, wherever you are in life. If you are an aspiring business owner and you are in a 9-to-5 and you're waiting to get there, kind of thing, or you got your side hustle and you got your business still growing and it's not where you want it to be, to see the good in what is going on at the moment, and to try and learn from the things that are happening around you, and try and capitalize on it as well. So for me, the first thing that I learned was financial management and dealing with a lot of cash, and to capitalize by documenting all my finances, because I'd never documented my finances like that. And it really gave me a edge in my business, because we got to do that now as business owners, document and analyze our finances and see where we are increasing or decreasing or losing out, or and where we can capitalize on our good strengths, and analyze our financial intake and see where the strengths are of a business, and to keep doing those things that you're strong at. And I was doing that. I was checking my finances. I was looking where I was working. I was finding out what I was doing wrong and rectifying them to do better the next shift, and to capitalize in that area of the restaurant. There was definitely different dynamics to working in different areas of the restaurant, and I was just capitalizing on that, and that's really why I was for so long top sales, and that's why the managers just couldn't understand it. I mean, I didn't go into deep detail with the guy. I didn't tell him really what I was doing. I would just laugh, top sales, yes. But back at home, I was documenting everything, and it was really, really good for me. So that's what I wanted to end off today, guys. Think about those things. Think about the things that you can improve on at the moment, in the position that you are in at the moment, the good that can come out of it, and to utilize it for your future. Till tomorrow, guys. Hopefully the weather's not so bad, and then I'll take you guys down there and I'll show you where I used to work, and we can have a little out of the car adventure. Cool, guys. Till tomorrow, I'll see you. Cheers.